Hey everybody, Sean Hatzel here with Get Lean in 12. I wanted to quickly go live. If you are scrolling through your feed and you see me, stop and say hi, put your name in below, let me know where you're from. And the reason that I'm filming this video is because I wanted everybody to know about a free live training that I'm doing today at noon Eastern Time. And if you click the link above this video, and I'll also post it below in the comments if you don't see it, depending on the device that you're watching this on, I'll go ahead and post the link. And when you register for this, you'll go ahead and get a link where we are going to do a live training. You'll see me on video, and then I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation where I'm going to uncover the 4 hidden keys that are necessary to transform your body in record time. Now, my wife and I have been at the fat loss game here for over 20 years, and there are 4 keys that every one of our transformation superstars use to transform their body in record time. And there's also 4 big diet and exercise myths that are stopping you from reclaiming your young, attractive, healthy, energetic body once and for all. So I wanted to quickly post this video just to get you to register. If you can't make the noontime, register anyway, because what we'll do is we'll end up sending you a link to the replay. We usually get a lot of demands for the replay because people are working and it's noon Eastern Time, so that means obviously on the West Coast it's going to be a different time. And so in this presentation, I'm going to cover these 4 myths that are probably going to shock you. The first one is about calorie deficits. The fact is that calorie deficits only work temporarily, and those who focus more on hormones actually lose 65% more weight than those who just focus solely on calorie deficits. So that's just one of the myths that I'm going to cover. Another myth is that carbs are responsible for obesity and today's most deadly diseases. It's all about the carb types and how you combine your carbs with other foods. When we talk about the blue zones across the world, there's like 6 areas of the world where more people in these areas live to be 100 years old than anywhere else, and they have less disease than the rest of the world. And I think 5 out of the 6 have a very high carb diet. Now, there's obviously other lifestyle factors that come into play with this, but this is, again, a myth that carbs make you fat. It's all about how you eat your carbs, the carbs you choose, and how you combine them with other foods. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this on this webinar. The third myth, let me look here what I'm going to share. The third myth was, oh yeah, you must eat 5 to 6 small frequent meals a day. And I did this for years, and I preached it for years because I was under the assumption, just like most fitness professionals, that if you're not eating every 3 to 4 hours, then your metabolism is going to slow down and you're going to decrease weight loss. Well, actually the exact opposite is true. Studies show that people who fast for 48 hours actually increase their metabolic rate over 10%. Now, I would never recommend fasting for 48 hours, but the reality is that whether you eat 5 or 6 small meals a day or you just eat 3 larger meals, it really doesn't matter. It's the same thing with eating carbs late at night. Most people think eating carbs late at night makes you fatter. This is a myth. They've done a couple published studies now showing that people who ate their carbs in the morning and lost less weight than the people who ate their carbs at night. So people who ate their carbs at night actually got better results. So there's another myth that I'm going to share and I'm going to uncover. Also, obviously, I'm going to give you solutions for this stuff as well. And then eating less and moving more is all that matters when trying to lose weight. And the reality is yes, you do probably need to eat less, but it's about what you're eating, and you do need to move more. But the season 7 Biggest Loser contestants are the perfect example. So New York Times recently did an article on a study that was conducted about all the season 7 Biggest Loser contestants. And what they found was that here we are several years later, and all of them gained all or more of their weight back. So some of them even weigh more than they did before they started the show. And the reason why is because extreme dieting and extreme exercise without focusing on hormones is only going to get you so far. And 95% of the people who do this, just like the Biggest Loser contestants, are going to end up gaining more or all of their weight back. So again, if you're scrolling through your feed, you're seeing this, you don't know who I am, go ahead and post your name and where you're from in the feed. My name is Sean Hatzel. I'm the owner of Get Lean in 12. I'm a stubborn fat expert. I've been in the health and fitness industry over 20 years. And way back in 1998, I entered a body transformation contest called Body for Life. In fact, it was the second year they did it, so it was actually named the EAS Physique Transformation Contest, and they switched the name to Body for Life when I was finishing the contest. And I was fortunate enough, out of over 22,000 finishers, I was a first runner-up grand champion. And that was my catalyst to entering into the fitness industry. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because it wasn't just about, I took my body fat from 20% all the way down to 5%. I gained 5 pounds of muscle, so I completely transformed my body. But that was really just a bonus side effect, because what really happened is I transformed every other area of my life. The discipline that I used to transform my body leaked over into every area of my life. And I'm going to share how I did this, the blueprint that I used on how I did this inside this webinar. And the reality is I only exercised about 4 to 5 hours a week. So more is not better when it comes to exercise. So again, you need to focus more on hormones. You don't need to worry about eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. You could eat 3 big meals. Now, if you want to eat 5 or 6 small meals a day, that's fine as long as you're making healthy choices. I just want you to understand it's not going to slow down your metabolism if you don't, and it's not going to slow down your results if you decide to eat 2 or 3 bigger meals per day. It's not going to make a difference. At the end of the day, are you focusing on hormones? Are you keeping your body in a calorie deficit about 4 or 5 days of the week? And are you eating carbs strategically the right way? Because remember, if you go on a low-carb diet, it only takes about 7 days for your leptin levels to decrease dramatically. In fact, some research shows that leptin levels can decrease up to 50% after just 7 days of low-carb dieting. Well, the number one way to optimize leptin sensitivity is to add more carbs into your diet, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this on this webinar. I'm also, a couple more things here I wanted to talk about. So during this free on-live event, I'm going to talk about 7 proven ways you can use to optimize your hormones and avoid plateaus and avoid rebound weight gain. I'm going to talk about how to set up a weekly exercise schedule that's specific to your goals. And I apologize about the noise in the background, man. We're down here in Florida, and I think because of the age category of where we're at here in Sarasota, there's probably a lot of people going to the hospital because of the people being old, so I always have sirens in the background. But anyway, I'm also going to talk about how to never count calories again. You do not need to count calories. And I'm going to share with you exactly how to do this. I'm going to share 5 strategies that you can use to customize your carb intake for faster results and avoid fat storage when you're eating carbs. I'm also going to talk about how to evaluate and measure your progress the right way, how to design a complete program for your belly flattening goals. So this is done through a process that I call synergy. See, it's not diet that's going to get you the results. It's not cardio or intervals that's going to get you the results. It's not weight training or resistance training that's going to get you the results. It's the synergistic effect of all 3 of these things working together that guarantees the results. So inside this webinar, I'm going to talk about evidence-based ways. These are substantiated evidence-based ways. So I'm going to provide research and studies substantiating all my claims so that you know for a fact that you're getting real information that's been published in scientific journals. And I'm also going to talk about the 4 biggest mistakes that you must avoid in order to quickly lose belly fat and keep it off. So do me a favor, share this so that we can spread the word. Again, I'm going live at noon Eastern time today. The link will be somewhere around this video. If you're watching this, scrolling through your feed, just checking it out. Make sure you punch in your name down below. Let us know where you're from. Hit the like button, hit the love button. And again, share this. If you register and you can't make the noon time, we will be providing a replay here in the next 24 to 48 hours as well. So I want you to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to check this out. I'm pretty excited about this training. We did it a couple weeks ago to my email list of almost 70,000 people, and the feedback has been incredible. So I'm looking forward to educating you, teaching you. It's what I'm passionate about. And again, thanks for taking time to check this out, and keep going strong. And hopefully we will see you at noon today.